What do you think has been like the thing that this year, over the last year or so, with all the growth, that's made you be kind of feel like, man, this is where I need to be right now, as opposed to still staying in selling real estate?
For me, I would say the biggest change that's happened in me over the last year has been my ability to ask questions, which is ironic because
Mm-hmm.
that's what you do on a podcast. However, talking less and asking more questions, seeking first to understand. I mean, and the cool thing is it goes across all aspects of life.
Yeah.
So the way I deal with my wife and my kids and our multiple businesses now that we have, plus
Mm-hmm.
my day to day in dealing with over 260 agents on a daily basis. You learn that oftentimes what you thought was the issue actually wasn't the issue at all when you
Mm-hmm.
ask the right questions.
Yeah, I love that. That's good.
What would you say you've learned most from after stepping out? And you've had
Yeah.
even more of a path.
Um, Gosh, I guess I haven't. So it was funny because I actually went and looked at a house personally. I think I shared this with you, but or I can't remember if I did or not. But I went and looked at a house personally day before yesterday for me, and I hadn't looked. I hadn't used like the thing to open a lockbox in 6 years. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. I totally had to like re-download everything and figure out how to do it. Um, I thought I would sell real estate until like the day that I retired. I just never thought I would do anything different. I think I did same as you. I didn't know any different. I mean, I
Mhm.
started selling real estate when I was in college and then dropped out of college because I was selling so many houses I couldn't keep up with my schoolwork. And never went back and finished. So I think it's a lot has transitioned, and then moving out of the selling and into the leadership aspect of things was totally different for me. I had never led anybody but myself in my entire life. Because I didn't have a team, like different than you did
Right.
have a team. So I think for me, it's just been growing as a leader and realizing that when the leader gets better, everybody gets better. And so a lot of, same as you, a lot of personal growth. I think it's funny because people, I always get frustrated, to be honest, when people say that they don't want to go attend, they don't want to take training classes, or they don't want to go learn, or, they don't think that they need it for their business, because I get so much out of every single thing I go to, just as much personally as I do business wise for stuff. And I think experiencing the personal growth has been huge. But probably the biggest thing for me has just been learning to be a better leader to other people, because that's not something that, I mean, I think people are either born with, you can lead or you maybe can't, but I think a lot of that is just you learn how to lead people and how to lead them to what's best for them.